If you've been thinking about winter sowing and wondering if you can combine winter sowing with the seed snail method, that's what we're going to talk about today. There are only a few content creators out there right now talking about this combination of seed snails and winter sowing jugs. So I thought it'd be a fun topic to cover today, and I'll show you at the end who it is that's talking about that so you can go and check out their content. Some people are coming at this from the winter sowing method, where they've already been sowing seeds into jugs or water containers or totes, putting them out over winter, waiting for them to germinate, and then planting their seedlings out in the spring. Other people have been making seed snails and trying those for seed starting over the last couple of years, but maybe haven't been combining that with jugs or other winter sowing techniques. Some people are even calling these snugs, snail jugs. Whichever way you're coming from, more experience with winter sowing, more experience with snails. We're going to talk about those methods a little bit, and we're going to talk about who is creating snail seedling content in jugs online right now, so you can go and follow them and see their progress. So as far as winter sowing is concerned, there is a specific winter sowing method, and then there's some just more general winter sowing techniques. If you want to know the difference between those, I made a whole video about it. You can check that out. I'll put the link in the description. But basically, people who are winter sowing want to get started on their seed starting earlier during winter, a lot of times wanting to start perennials or hardy annuals or cold tolerant seeds, maybe seeds that need cold stratification or native plants. Those are all great things for starting during the winter. There are a lot of winter sowing groups on Facebook who discuss those sorts of things, and you can search what type of plants or seeds are good for winter sowing on YouTube, and there are quite a few videos there about that. Snails, on the other hand, historically have just been a seed starting vehicle, more like a container method, right? And a lot of times people start them under lights inside. You can put them outside also, but they're more of an affordable DIY option for starting seeds in almost modules, right? Like we have module containers that you can buy, and you can put seeds into these sorts of things. But that's expensive, and you have to keep track of a lot of them and store them when you're not using them. And seed snails use usually recycled materials and cheaper materials, and you can save them from year to year, or if you use something that just disintegrates, like this paper towel, you can just compost that over time, right? So both of these methods, I think, attract the same crowd of gardeners, the DIY and creative gardeners, right? Because you can repurpose, upcycle materials, repurpose plastics that you're getting in packaging materials and different things like that. And so it totally makes sense to combine the two of them, right? So a struggle that some winter sowers have is just having a mass of seedlings in the spring that have germinated in this block of soil. And then you have to decide, are you going to prick them out up into other containers? Are you going to try to put them in the garden? Are you going to do a hunk of seedlings method? Are you going to cut them like brownies? There's all sorts of sayings in the winter sowing groups about what to do with your mass of plants. Other people try to find ways to separate their winter sowing containers. So they'll do things like put cups in them or put toilet paper rolls in them, things like that. What I did right here, I don't actually recommend. This is some paper towels. I made a really quick seed snail, and this is just what I had. These are paper towels. I think these are okay if you have some really quick germinating seeds, but you can already tell how wet this is. This is just going to disintegrate quickly, and you don't want to put anything in a winter sowing jug that's going to mold. And I think paper towels and paper products are more likely to mold quickly. So even though this is our example today, it's probably not a great idea to do this with a paper towel. Something I think is interesting is that people who want to plant native plants and seeds are attracted to both of these groups for different reasons. The seed snails, because you have nice deep root space, and a lot of our native plants need deep root space, and they have a deep root system. And so this is an attractive method for starting seeds of native plants. Also, winter sowing jugs or other winter sowing methods are attractive to people who want to start native seeds as well, because a lot of them need some sort of cold stratification period, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, that sort of thing, before they will germinate. One distinction I want to make is you can put snails in containers to winter sow, but you can also just put snails in containers in order to have a greenhouse for them and to have them germinate outside in the light with some protection if you don't have indoor grow lights. You don't have to do the winter sowing in order to put them in a jug. So one term that I have heard Frankie use for these, and I think Frida used it too, is a snug, a snail jug. And that's just a concept of combining a snail inside a jug. And you can do that in the winter with winter sowing strategies, or you can just do that in the spring if you want to get a little protection from the environment and get a little bit of humidity in there for seed starting. And then you can open up that top once your seeds germinate, and then you have a little bottom tray to hold your seed snail. So there are 5 main people I've found talking about this right now. I'm sure there are going to be many soon. I guess I'm adding myself to the list. The first is Frida. She's the seed snail queen. She recently, I think even just a week or so before I'm making this video, has made a video showing her mini greenhouses and jugs and talking about the concept of Snugs. And then the originator of the term snug comes from Frankie, and she's up in Canada, zone 3, so a very cold environment. She does a lot of winter sowing, and she has tested out some snails and come up with the term snug for snail jug. And she has some great videos showing how she plants those up and the success that she's had. And then I also found Joanna in Canada. She's in Ontario. She is the native gardening novice on Instagram, and she has a couple great videos making snails, putting them in totes with holes drilled in top. So that's another winter sowing strategy. So if you want to see how she does that with totes, she'd be a great one to check out. And then also Michelle is in Maryland, and she put some snails in her greenhouse and then also under a tote, although she didn't put any holes in the tote since she has them in the greenhouse. They're not getting watered anyway. So she will have to be watering her snails a little bit more than the people who are putting these outside and have rain and snow that can be watering them. But if you want to check out her videos and see some of her snail tote combination, you can check her out. And then lastly, I found Papa Ridge Homestead, and he has a recent Facebook post showing his seed snail jug combination. And there's a big comment section there talking about why he made the choices he did about material selection and those sorts of things. So that would be a great thing for you to check out too. I've also seen these pop up in winter sowing groups. There aren't really a lot of snail groups, so you can check out the comment section on Farida's video for people saying it's worked for them, that sort of thing, but it's more showing up in winter sowing groups on Facebook. So go and get added to those groups. You're gonna have the most success, I think, finding people in the winter sowing beginners group, and then Frankie has a Facebook group, and there's a couple other ones. The winter sowing originals group, I think I've seen it pop up a little bit, but they're a little bit more strict. They're about following some rules, and so I think it hasn't been showing up in that group quite as much. Winter sowing beginners, though, definitely check that one out. And then Frankie's group, of course, because she is guiding people through that in her videos as well. So questions that might pop up for you, let me just give you some recommendations about where you can look for answers. If you have questions about what seeds you should be planting, it depends on if you're doing this in winter or in spring, right? In spring, you can just kind of use this as a normal seed starting method with a mini greenhouse. use the top to germinate seeds and then open it up and grow it like you would any other seedling. But for winter sowing, specifically seeds, I would check out winter sowing groups, and I would search YouTube for videos about what plants and flowers people are sowing. Specifically, try to look for people in your region so that you know that they have a similar climate as you when you're looking for what success they've had. If you have questions about containers like jugs versus totes and those sort of things, those are also going to be in winter sowing groups. If you have questions about where to put the containers outside, if it's during winter, those are also going to be in winter sowing groups and winter sowing videos. If you have questions about watering your jugs once the snail is all sucked in there, I think probably Frankie's YouTube videos are the best for that. I've seen her just dunk the whole container in a jug of water and have it soak up from the bottom. So check out what she does for watering. And then if you have questions about seed snails, specifically potting them up, that sort of thing, you can check out Frida's content, you can check out my content, and there's several other YouTubers out there making snail content. But once your seeds germinate in the snail and then you're trying to manipulate and take care of the snail, that's the point that you're gonna want to specifically look for seed snail content. And hopefully this year, as more people are making snugs and getting lots of evidence about this method working, we will get more and more videos explaining what strategies people are using, what materials they're using, what they're having the most success with seed selection, with soil or with potting mix selection, and all those sorts of questions. So put your questions below. I'll see what I can answer. Maybe I'm planning on doing maybe a live video soon in the future to make some more snails. I have a bunch of different size containers. I want to try putting snails in, some smaller ones and some bigger ones. I'm thinking maybe of doing, you know, this size container. And so I plan on doing a little bit more planting of seed snails. So follow along, subscribe, make sure you get notified when I create those videos. Thanks for joining me, and let me know if you've made any snugs or if you're planning to make some, and if you have any questions. Hope to see you again soon.